Hi
Hey everybody,
guys!
it's 2021.
It is.
It's still the beginning of a new year, really the beginning of a new decade, and now the beginning of a new administration.
Yay!
And what this means is it's time to stop wasting time
Yes.
with people who waste your time.
What does that mean?
We're talking about those energy suckers, those psychic energy vampires who will just talk to you, call you, text you, whatever their mode of communication
And take your time away that you should be focusing yourself.
and leave you with nothing of value that's going to help propel you forward. This year, we're washing that all away. We're giving you permission.
We're giving you
to just
permission.
tell these people no, and to just, it's a time for truth, really.
Yes.
Whether it's with someone at, work, if you're trying to get hired, if you already work somewhere, or whether it's your personal relationships, there's just not enough time for all of us to waste time. We just blew a whole year because of COVID.
Yeah.
Everyone is feeling left back.
Exactly. Huge step back
not
for
to mention,
careers.
the last 4
personal life.
years we've spent obsessing over the political situation of the world. And not without some warrant, of course. You need to be informed, but it's time to just take a little step back, tend your own garden, and you have permission to tell people no.
Yeah.
I can't help you right now. You got to figure this out on your own.
Yeah. I think that what Dante's trying to say is that a lot of the times, you have that friend or that family member or someone that kind of uses your time, and a lot of times you kind of try to motivate them. They'll call you, they want to get that kind of pump of energy from you and your advices in order to kind of get them going with their day. But after that, if you feel I'm not saying to not help people, I'm saying when people do that every day, they're always trying to get you advice. And instead of using that time for you going to the gym, for you cleaning your bedroom or vacuuming or working in your career or making a YouTube video like we're doing, you're stuck there in in conversations that are not going to take you anywhere. And instead, if you feel after giving all that advice for so long, if you're kind of empty inside, that's the energy. It's called the vampire. Energy vampire. Psychic vampire.
I don't know if that's the technical term.
It's a great term. It's a great term. And
it's descriptive.
It's descriptive. And I think this year, because 2020 was a lost year for everyone, everyone kind of lost something, and that president drove us crazy. Now that we have Biden in power, and then the world is kind of becoming, we're trying to reestablish ourselves and try to think about what can you use your time? What can you do to improve yourself? So I think a lot of times people I don't have time to go to the gym because I take care of this, and that. Or I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to cook some healthy meals. It's because maybe you are focusing too much of your energy in the wrong, category in your life. The wrong person.
But you think of it. You have to do the work and the self-examination.
That's right.
Because only you are going to know the real truth of what interests you and what's going to drive you. When you really tune everything else out and listen to that little voice, you'll know the truth. And you don't have to share it with anybody. I'm a big proponent, and I know you are, of not telling anybody what you're going to do until it's either already done or it's in the midst of already being done. Because when you start telling people your plans, your dreams, it only opens up
to negative energy.
It opens it up so they can project their own fears and neuroses onto whatever you're doing. So don't even share your plans with anybody unless it's someone that you really can trust from experience, or someone who can maybe help you move forward. Might not be somebody that you know well. As the saying goes, you can't be a prophet in your own land. Right. Because people only know you and see you as what they knew you as growing up.
Yes.
Or when they first encountered you. And a lot of people are resistant to change in themselves and in others. So don't waste your time.
Don't waste it.
With these people.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Would you like to share your dad's story or something about that type of thing? Dante, we're
With these people?
with those people.
You want me to waste my time?
No, don't waste your time. But you know,
I'll tell it real quick.
No, let me just say something real quick. We went for a walk earlier today. I'm not gonna tell the story, but I'm just gonna give the introduction. We went for a walk earlier, and we kind of like we walking a little puppy, and he's behaving really well. He's right here. I'm happy he's not barking or trying to come to the video. We went for a walk, and we're talking about life a little bit, and then we enter into this topic of Dante said you had a vampire, energetic vampire, and I was like, develop better. And then he said his dad had a story, and this is the story.
10 years ago, on this very night. No, I just remember. I remember he said that he had a friend who used to call him up every morning, and they would talk, and like a couple hours would go by, and then the friend would be like, "Okay, thanks," and then he'd go off, and then my dad would be sitting there like, "Oh, I'm sapped." And I've just talked to this guy, and it's done nothing for my day. And he realized eventually that the guy was just calling him up to get himself. He was talking to my dad so that he could get hyped up about his own day. And
like your dad is like emotional caffeine.
Yeah, exactly. So he had to put a stop to that. It was wasting time. You got to be on the lookout. You got to be on guard for that stuff right now, because there's no time left anymore for wasting.
Yeah.
2020 was the year to waste time. If you were going to develop an alcohol problem or a food addiction or whatever it was,
or all the above.
That was the year, because, everyone was in a rut. We were all just sitting at home, and
we're bored, we're drinking.
You were going to skate by without blame. But now you got to drop all that BS. I'm trying not to swear, right? Because they'll demonetize you if you swear.
Oh, you cannot say the F word. But
What
you
words
can
I say?
I don't know. I'm not word for
F you.
F that.
Anyways,
yeah, you can say that.
Like what we've done.
Dante want to talk a lot about
in one of our other videos, right?
Yeah.
We mentioned, I don't know if we posted it, but we mentioned the Dante sobriety calendar.
Dante and Evie.
You can order it on our website. But
and Evie.
And Evie calendar, sobriety calendar. There is no website.